Okay, so here's my update on the alternate day fasting. So this is towards the end of week 4, and I decided to go ahead and film my measurements before I kind of did my overview of how I was feeling about the week. So here I'm gonna stitch in my measurements real quick. Okay, so here are the physical results of week 4. So I'll start with clothes on. So I think it looks about the same. Here's from the side. These pants are a little bit different than my other ones, but pretty close. So it's been weird because I feel like I felt bigger over the last couple of weeks, but just starting actually honestly this morning, I've started to feel lighter again. So I don't know, but anyway, we'll see. I don't really think there's gonna be any changes, many changes with the measurements, but I guess we'll see. Let me get into my bra and underwear and do a visual and then do the measurements. Okay, yeah, so visibly, again, I don't really see much of a difference. So here it is. Here's the front. Actually, I feel like my chest is a little bit smaller, but I guess we'll see. Side. And I feel like maybe my upper body work has been trimming up here a little bit, but I guess we'll see. So there's that. So let's get to the measurements and see if there has been a change. My roommate stole my other measurement tape, so got this one. So I'll start with my chest. Last week my chest was 36 3/4, like around the middle, and then down where my band is, it was 32. So start at the top. This is long. Okay, looks like up here is the same. It's pushing on 37 actually, but yeah, I would say 36 3/4. This is the same. And then a little bit lower. What is this? Looks like 32. That's the same. Alrighty, the waist last week was 34 3/4. So so this week I think it's actually 33 3/4. Is that right? Oh, so I did. There we go. I did lose quite a bit in my waist actually. And then the hips. Last week it was 42 3/4, and I honestly, I don't think I'm gonna lose any. I don't think there's that much to lose on my hips. I honestly just think like this is my bone. Like there's maybe an inch to lose somewhere. but like I don't think there's much more I can go on my hips. So it looks like it's about the same. Is that the widest part? Yeah, it's like 42 3/4, and I think that's what I had last time. So yeah, I don't think there's much to lose, more to lose on my hips, but I guess we'll see. Cause yeah, I mean I can push it in a little bit, or wait, I don't know. I guess we'll see. And so here, my thigh, go up 6 inches, and last week my thigh actually gained. So we'll see what happens. Oops. Oh my God, I think it's gained again. Yeah, last week it was 22.5, and now it looks like just a little bit bigger than that. I'm gonna go with 22 3/4. So my thighs are getting bigger actually, which I'm not bothered by that too much, but so yeah, there's the measurements. My weight has gone down like just a tiny bit. And I'll have to look at like what my average calories and everything were, and so yeah, I'll give a summary of that. Okay, so I normally do this on Sunday, but this week I decided to do it a day early, so it's Saturday, because I wanted to try to keep it consistent in giving updates on the day after a fast day or after a eat day. And since I think 3 of them had been after, wait, did I do them after eat day or fast day last time? Let me see. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's gone back and forth. So the last one I did, I took my measurements and filmed on a eat day. So I had fasted the day before, and then the one before that, it was the opposite. I had filmed it on the day after I had eaten. And so like I said in the other videos, like my weight tends to go up and down. So like I would lose some weight, like a substantial amount of weight after I had fasted all day, like 3 or 4 pounds. But then whenever I would eat the next day, my weight would go back up, and it was going up and down, but it was trending down. But then like the last week, it didn't really trend down that much. And so I thought it had to do with like the difference in, me being fasted versus eating before. So you know what I think I'll do? So I already took my measurements right now. So I fasted all day yesterday, and I took my measurements and my weight, and I think I will go ahead and post my my weight tomorrow. I don't think the measurements are really going to change that much, because they haven't been changing that dramatically, so I don't know. But anyway, let me just talk about, so I've already like done the measurements, and you saw they didn't really change that much, and the weight didn't change that much. I went from 152.8 last week to 151.5 this week, and so it did go down a little bit, but I would say there was a huge difference this week in how I felt and how easy it was to stick to the fasting. Like this week, like I said, last week was hard. This week was even harder. Like at night, I was struggling, and I was really tempted. I had that feeling of like, why am I doing this? And I would say 100%, if I wasn't making these videos and posting them, I would have just like given up on it. Like, I don't even know if there's anyone like watching this process all the way through, but just in the back of my mind thinking that there's potentially someone that's like following this process kept me going. And like last night, I would have given up. I would have given up 100%. Like we my roommate went shopping and bought all of these snacks, and he was eating all these snacks, and like, but the thing that got me through was like, one more day, just make it through one more fast day, and then you can eat on Saturday and eat whatever you want. And I had in my mind that I was gonna quit. I was gonna just like, I'll make it through this last day, and then it's been a month, it's been 4 weeks, and so I can just call it quits and say that it's over. And I still may do that, but I'm gonna wait and see how I feel tomorrow and Monday, because I've just been feeling like it was getting me nowhere. Like this last week or two, I just was not making, you know, as much progress. And I was like, okay, well, maybe my metabolism has slowed down, maybe, you know, whatever. But I wanted to wait and go through like a full cycle to see like if my hormones had any play in it. And I woke up this morning and like I felt lighter finally. Like it's been like 2 weeks since I've had that feeling of like, even after fast days, I've still been feeling like heavy the next day. And I wasn't really losing weight after the fast days that much. And I was just feeling heavy. Like even I would wake up after my fast days and I would feel like I hadn't even fasted. And this was the first day in like a couple of weeks that I've actually felt like I fasted the day before. And so that's giving me a little bit of motivation to keep going, because, you know, for the past week I've just felt like I'm doing this and like nothing's happening. So, you know, there's got to be something else I could do. But yeah, after feeling a difference today and starting to feel lighter again and stuff, like, I don't know. I would like to keep doing it another month, but I'm not gonna actually have a vacation interrupting it. So I think at the very least, I may try to keep going until I leave for that trip, and then decide once I get on that trip if I want to fast while I'm on vacation or just eat whatever. So, but yeah, at this point right now, I think I'm going to keep going. And it is at about the same time last month, because it was the 19th, 18th, the 19th, I think, that I started last month. And right now it's the 16th. And I had said when I started this that it seemed like my body was feeling like it wants to fast. And so I feel like this week may be easier and I may have some more results. But what I'm also thinking is like, maybe there's been some of these days that, like, maybe this week in my cycle I would have just eaten a lot less, just because that's what my body's telling me. And perhaps like I was overeating on my non-fasting days because I was like, well, I'm gonna fast tomorrow, so I need to eat. And so maybe like alternate day fasting isn't really the best thing, but I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm gonna do like a summary video that just like summarizes everything that I've my thoughts on everything for the first full like month. And but yeah, in the meantime, I'm going to clip on a summary of like kind of a vlog that, you know, been vlogging every day, kind of my thoughts and everything and what I ate. So I think it's gonna be another long one. So if you want to keep watching and see that, I'll just attach those here now. But yeah, I will think I'm gonna keep going at least another week and then kind of decide from there. So I should have an update next week, if anything, at least on like what I decided to do. So okay, so it's still Sunday the 10th, and I am gonna eat my leftover Subway from the other night, which has been in the fridge all day yesterday, and I was kind of thinking about it. So I'm feeling extra hungry today. Like normally, even on after I've fasted, I don't feel like any extra hunger, but today I do. And again, I think I just might be feeling extra hungry this week, so I'm just gonna eat whatever I feel like today. So I'm gonna have this for lunch, and then roommate got some sushi, so I'm probably gonna eat any of his leftover sushi and then just see what else I feel like today. Okay, so it's Monday. I guess it's the 11th of July, and it's 8:10 in the morning, so I didn't get here early like I had wanted to, but that's okay for a Monday. I don't think this is that bad. But yeah, I just got done with my steps and it was fine. I did my reading for my class. I feel like massive today, and my weight is like up to like almost where I was when I started the alternate day fasting. I was like 155, 154, 155 today. And yeah, I mean, we'll just see how this week plays out. Like, I'm still predicting that I'm gonna see a substantial drop this week. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I am definitely feeling full from yesterday. I ate quite a bit yesterday. I ate my leftover Subway for lunch. I had Taco Bell for dinner. And yeah, I just ate a lot yesterday. I had like, I think like 30, maybe 35 or 3,800 calories yesterday. So yeah, that was a lot. But that was how I used to eat, like on the regular. Not every single day, but what I ate yesterday was not like an insane amount of me binging. Like, I would regularly eat like that. So I don't know, we'll see what happens this week. I think this week and next week will really be the test of whether, you know, alternate day fasting without altering your regular diet actually works. So will the alternate day fasting, you know, eating half the calories basically that you were before, does it work? Or will your body adapt and slow down your metabolism and, you know, kind of level out? I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna fast today. I feel like fasting should be easy. After eating all that bad food yesterday, thankfully, like sometimes when I eat a lot of bad food, it prompts me to crave more and more and more and more bad food, but I'm not feeling that way at all right now. Like, I actually feel like if I were to eat, I would want to eat something healthy. But see, the thing is like, I just need to get back to cooking, I guess, because there was like several days last week I was like craving something healthy, and I was like, well, where can I go to get some really good tasting healthy food? And I just couldn't think of anything. Like, the salads that they sell at restaurants are not healthy salads. Like, and if I don't know, I just don't know where to go to get the healthy food. And the stuff that I cook, like the purple carrot meals that I would get, tastes so much better than anything I would get eating out. So I just hate the amount of time that it takes to cook. But I guess if I factored in the amount of time that I would spend driving to go buy food, that would like kind of offset the time. But yeah, and I mean, I do like the purple carrots you know, pre-made meals, but they're not nearly as good as the ones that you cook at home, obviously, because the food is fresh and everything. So I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing for probably maybe, I don't know, we'll see, maybe till the end of this month. And actually I'm going on a trip to LA next month to see my sister, so I don't know what's gonna happen during that week, if I'm gonna keep up with the fasting or you know what. But being in LA, there should be like lots of like good healthy vegan choices to choose from, so yeah, we'll just see how that goes. But I think at some point, like maybe with the start of the fall semester, maybe I will try to get into a routine of actually cooking at home, and I should see a change with that. But yeah, we'll just see how this week goes. Because I really was thinking that I would just keep seeing like the up and down on my fasting and between my fasting and eat days, but just like a trend down. But starting to see like a trend up, I'm kind of like, okay, what's going on here? But we'll see. We'll see if it's just, you know, the hormones. But I really thought it would start like going down more by now, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Okay, so it's just about 7 and I am headed home from the gym on Tuesday. Wait, yeah, this is Tuesday. And yeah, I fasted yesterday. Again, I was like super hungry last night. And I did cave like just a tiny bit. Like, I was watching this video about fasting, and I probably should not have let myself hear this, but what they were saying was like a lot of people that do the alternate day fasting, they allow themselves like a really low number of calories on the fasting day. Like, I think they were saying like less than 500 calories, 400 calories, I don't know, something like that. And, you know, I was like, don't, you know, because I know myself, and see, that's the reason why I think the fasting works for me better over like diets where you just like restrict calories or whatever, because I've never gotten more than a couple days into diets like that. Because if I like start to eat, like I'm eating, I can't just like stop usually. And so like it's easier for me typically to just not eat than to try to eat just a little bit. And so yeah, but last night it was like the end of the night, and I just, for some reason, like pickles got in my head. And these were in my head the other night that I was really hungry, and I thought like, you can just eat some pickles, it's fine. And I was like, no, don't do it. But last night I caved and I ate some pickles, and I mean, I went ahead and put it into my Fitness Pal, so like altogether I had way less than 100 calories. I need to look at how many it was, because I ate another pickle after I ate like 3 pickles, like pickle spears. And did it like totally take away my hunger? No. Did it make my hunger more? No. Would I do it again? I don't know. On like a fasting day, like cave and eat pickles, like, I don't know. Like a pickle is like 5 calories. So it was like very little calories. Pickles don't have like anything in them really besides a bunch of sodium. But yeah, so that happened last night, but that's it. Other than that, like, I was solid for the day, and I got my new pre-workout in. Well, not new, but my old pre-workout that I had run out and had been using something different. So I may make a video on this pre-workout, because yeah, like, taking it, I can feel it today. You know, I haven't been feeling my pre-workout, and now being back on this, I can feel the like tingling and everything. Lets me know it's working. But yeah, so today is an eating day. Again, I wake up, I'm not hungry, but I do feel more like I could eat than some of the other days, like last week, or like the week before last. So we'll just see how it goes. I ordered a sushi making kit, and so that came in yesterday. So I don't know if I'm gonna make sushi today. I'll probably wait till this weekend, but I mean, since we're just buying so much sushi, and because I like to try to be low waste, like the fact that, you know, he's bringing home like sushi with all the trash that comes along with like getting stuff to go, it's been kind of bothering me. So hoping that if we just make it at home, it will end up being less waste than that, and save some money. So I'm gonna try that. And yeah, I just want to talk about one other thing, because it just happened. But okay, so I am an introverted person. Let me turn off my AC. I've always been like the kid in school that everyone would like label as shy, but not in a bad way. Like, it's never like super negatively impacted me. I've just always known I was shy. People knew I was shy. Not really a huge deal. And somehow I've been able to like push through my shyness through a lot of times in my life to do things that like most shy people wouldn't do. But in the end, I'm still introverted. I'm one of those people that definitely, like, if I go hang out with people, I need to come back and recharge. Like, I dated a guy before that was the opposite. Like, it's like he needed to be around people to get his energy and love to be around people. But I am like the opposite. Like, I go out and I'm ready to come home, and it's gotten worse as I've gotten older. And also, like, I've always like felt like I wasn't good with small talk. And yeah, like, I would say I dislike small talk, but part of it isn't just that I think I'm like too good for small talk. I just don't know what to say sometimes, and then I leave the interaction feeling like I was really awkward, and it makes me anxious and uncomfortable. So I don't know how to have normal conversations with random people, I guess. And there's this man at the gym, and I know people make videos about like, I wish men wouldn't come up and approach me, and you know, like, they're just so terrible. Like, I don't think this guy has bad intentions. Like, I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't think he's like coming up to me to hit on me. Like, there was a little while that I was like wondering, because it seemed like he was coming up and talking to like the women mostly in the gym, and there was like a couple of young girls that were coming in there that he was talking to. But I don't know, I've also noticed in recent weeks that he's come up and chatted up a bunch of guys too. So I think he's just the type of guy that wants to talk to people, and at the gym it's his opportunity, you know, to talk to people. But I don't know like how to, like, I don't like conversations like that. Like, I don't like people randomly like coming and bombing me with conversations. And he's done it several times, and I've tried to like not be rude, but then at the same time like not get locked into a conversation. But then also I just don't know what to say back to him. Like, normal like responses that people would make, don't come to my mind right away. And
so I've just been hoping that like he would see by my reaction that I'm like awkward and I don't know what to say, and that I keep it short, and I've like started wearing my headphones the whole time in the gym, like for multiple reasons, like mostly because I've been bringing my books in to read and it keeps all the sound around me, um so I can focus on the reading, and also because it would keep hopefully people from coming up and talking to me because they would see my headphones were in. And there's been several times that he comes up to talk to me and I will have to like, take my headphone out and be like, yes, or whatever. And like today, like I saw out of the corner of my eye, I was like watching a video on my phone, trying to like wipe up my machine. I had my phone here, I was wiping my machine, focusing on the video, and then I could kind of see him over here, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's talking to me, but I didn't necessarily hear him. I'm just seeing him in my peripheral, and I'm hoping that like by me not looking over or reacting, he'll just like go away. And then I'm like, oh God, he's coming up right next to me to where I can't just like act like I don't see him. And this is what he's done the last like few times. Like I'm on the treadmill and he comes up like by the side of the treadmill, standing like where I have to like see him and acknowledge him. And he's like right next to me. And so, yeah, I mean, he's not saying anything creepy. He always makes like the same comment about like, oh, when are you sure do study so much. Like something about me reading and studying and going to school. And like today I felt bad because like I just really was not in the mood to acknowledge. And then he made some comment. He's like, oh, you're actually bringing a book in here, because I normally have like pages to read, but I brought my textbook in. And he's like, I'm proud of you, I'm just like, thanks. And then he walked off and said something else, and I was just like, I felt like I was being rude, but I don't know how to interact, and I don't want to interact, and I don't know. It makes me like not want to go out in public. I don't know. And I feel like that's something that like my generation, it's happening to more and more, and it's maybe we're weird, and I don't think it's good that we're so antisocial, but at the same time I get a lot of anxiety from being social, and we're living in a time that we don't necessarily have to be social, like in person. So, I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to vent about that. But for today, I think my roommate has some leftovers that I'm going to eat from Taco Bell. And I don't know. I think I'm going to stick to my purple carrot. And I've got a lot of stuff coming up this next month. Like, since I'm going to see my sister, I want to try to like get caught up with work and school, finish school out and everything. And then I think whenever I get back from my trip with my sister, I'm going to go back to getting the purple carrot boxes where I actually cook the meals. And then sorry, I just got a text from my boss. And then yeah, try to go from there. Ideally, I would love to get off of like actually ordering purple carrot and just like start making the recipes myself. So I think that's one thing I may do in the meantime, because there's definitely one recipe that my roommate really liked, and I still have all the books I get from purple carrot, so I could easily like buy my own ingredients and do that. So maybe I'll try that. Maybe I will start for now just trying to like go through those old books, find the recipes I like, and start trying to cook them on my own. So yeah, maybe I'll do that this weekend. Maybe I'll put together like go through and pick out the recipes that I really liked and try to get the ingredients and start making some of them. So anyway, I will take clips today of whatever I eat, and yeah, hopefully today goes well, and hopefully I'll start losing weight again, because it's, it went back down because I fasted, but not substantially. So I don't know. We'll see how this week goes.
Okay, so I'm a little bit hungry right now. It's like 9 o'clock. But I forgot that I had such a busy day today, so I don't know when I'm gonna be able to eat. I've got a meeting at 11. I just got off a meeting. I've got one at 11 that I need to prep for. I've got a workshop at 1. I've got another meeting at 3, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna get to eat. And I don't want to because eating sometimes makes me feel tired and sluggish, and so I need my brain to be on for all these meetings, so we'll just see. Okay, in the meantime, I just want to show you my pre-workout that I got. Veg has 3 flavors of pre-workouts, and one of them is called Patriot Pop, and they're all good, but I don't prefer the Patriot Pop is my least favorite, and I like this. So for a long time, the only 2 flavors they had were the peach mango and the Patriot Pop, and I like this over that, so I've been getting this for a while. And then they recently released this watermelon flavor, and I've gotten it once before, and I think the watermelon is actually my favorite, but sometimes I get tired of having the same thing every day, so I thought I would go ahead and get one of these so I can kind of switch it up if I get tired of the watermelon. But so far the watermelon's my favorite, and so I've had that this morning, and also my coffee, so we'll see how long that sustains me today, and then hopefully I'll have a pretty good dinner tonight. Okay, so it's almost noon, and I just got off a call, and I am pretty hungry. Trey went to go get some lunch at some point while I was on the call. He's not back yet. I think I'm just gonna go scavenge the fridge and just see what sort of leftovers we have in there, and then probably have some sushi if he has any leftover. Okay, so I just scoured the fridge, and I probably won't have to go looking for food tonight because I've got a whole box of Taco Bell leftovers. He gets hungry thinking he can eat a lot and always gets too much, so these are the leftovers from his lunch yesterday. So I probably won't even have to cook dinner because I can probably just eat his leftovers all day. So that's what I'm gonna start on here in a few minutes when he gets back. Okay, so I didn't even make a dent in this. I had 6 pieces of sushi, I had some chips, and I'm already full, so I think I'm done with the sushi, but may revisit this at dinner time. Okay, so it's Tuesday, the 13th of July, and it's about 7:45. Just got home from the gym. I mean, I'm running late this morning, but I still woke up on time, so that's fine. But yeah, so I can't remember what I filmed yesterday, but I think I cut it off at lunch. So yeah, I had leftover Taco Bell, leftover sushi. For lunch, I ate mostly the sushi, and then for dinner, I ate the Taco Bell, and then Trey also had some chocolate donuts, and I ate that. I feel like I ate some other things. I had some pineapple and an orange, but yeah, I definitely felt really full and felt like I ate a lot. And the scale showed it this morning, because I'm back up to 156. So what I've predicted hasn't really started happening yet, because I thought that I would, kind of start to go down in weight, but I'm still thinking that it will happen. I'm still thinking if I keep doing this, because it has to. I mean, unless my metabolism really is changing, because I'm eating the same way that I ate before I fasted, but
now that I'm fasting every other day, theoretically, I'm having half the calories that I used to have before, because I don't think I'm overcompensating. I'm not overcompensating on my eat days, the things that I used to eat. So, I mean, I guess we'll see. Like, what's going to be the tell is, I think before I started this, my weight was just like going up and up and up and up. And so at least now I'm going to see if I get over like 156, then that's going to be like, well, this isn't working. But if I stay at like 156 or below, then at least it would be like, okay, I'm maintaining my weight now. Because I think I was in the past eating probably between 3,000 and 4,000 calories a day, and my weight was going up. And I think if I was working out harder, that may be okay. But given the fact that I'm just leisurely walking for an hour and then doing the one little workout, and then sitting at my desk all day, that's not enough to burn off that many calories. And even if I am eating like, 3,000 calories, because I think my average calories last month was like 1,500 between the eat days and the fasting days. The average of that was like around 15, 16. I think it was maybe even 1,700. But so I guess that's maybe not enough to compensate kind of the lack of physical activity that I have during the day. But yeah, I'm going to keep going the way I'm going, and I'm not really going to change things, and just see if I'm just integrating the alternate day fasting, without changing my diet, what happens. And I do think I'm going to start losing again in another week or so. So we'll see what happens. And yeah, eventually when I am ready to really, focus on the aesthetic, like right now I'm not worried about my weight. Like I feel fine at this weight. But I don't want it to continue going up and up and up and up. So this is kind of nice to be able to eat whatever I want for the most part and not worry about it just like consistently going higher and higher and higher. So I do like that aspect of it. I like not having to think about what I'm eating on my fast days. The last two have been kind of tough though, in terms of me getting hungry towards the end of the day. I don't like that. But otherwise, outside of these last couple of fast days, and it's only at the very end of the day, I would say overall it's been pretty good. So we'll just see what happens the rest of this week. Alright, so it is Thursday, July 14th, 6:30 in the morning. Just finished at the gym. I hope it's gonna be a good day. I think it will be. So I fasted yesterday, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I did cave a little bit at the end of the night. Like this week has by far been the hardest week, specifically when it gets to like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Like I don't know. It's been a lot harder than other weeks. And I went ahead and tracked what I ate just to, do that. And so my roommate had cooked some lamb, and he didn't finish it all, and it was just too tempting sitting there right in front of me. And so I ate it, and then there were also some oranges in the room, some clementine cuties that I had brought the bag in there the night before, and so I ate like 3 of those, and then he was just eating bags and bags of popcorn, and you know, he ate like 2 bags, and I was like, all right, you know, he's eating this popcorn, and then he walked in with another bag, and he like at one point got up and left the bowl of popcorn on the bed, and I started eating some pieces, and then he came back and he was like, no, he's like, you're doing so good with this, you know, and he stopped me from eating more popcorn. You know, like, if I would have pushed, like, no, I'm eating this popcorn, he would have been like, yeah, okay, fine. But you know, he just, I don't want to make it sound like he's forcing me to starve myself. It's not that way by any means. And he struggles to, like, you know, because I ask him to, like, kind of help me, you know, be accountable or whatever. But he's also, like, a really, like, a pushover, because there's been times in the past that I was like, please do not let me eat, like, a ton of candy and, like, bad stuff. And then whenever I do, he just, like, when I'm like, no, but I want it, he'll roll over and be like, okay, fine. And he'll even go get it for me. So he's a little bit of an enabler at times. But last night, I guess what the point that I'm trying to make is, I was tempted to eat, you know, food last night, but not enough that I would have pushed to the point that he would, you know, just that little bit of like, hey, are you sure you want to do this, you know, was enough to stop me. So I wasn't like so, you know, starving and hungry that I would be like, no, I don't care, I'm gonna eat it anyway. But I did eat just a little bit. It was less than like 400 calories when I put it into MyFitnessPal, and I even overestimated, you know, even though I had a few pieces of popcorn, I went ahead and logged in like a whole, you know, serving or whatever of popcorn and stuff like that. So even though I did kind of break the fast, it wasn't dramatically so. And my weight was back down today to 153, so it was like 156 yesterday. Now it's down to 153 again, and today's an eating day, and we've got some people coming over, so we'll probably go get lunch because he's getting electric hooked up to the tiny home finally, and so we're probably gonna go have lunch, and then I have class tonight, so I probably won't eat tonight. Maybe I should eat before class. I don't know. I'll figure it out throughout the day. So that's why I'm probably not being successful at this, is like I keep mentioning, like, I don't have a plan, but at this point, I think I like what I'm doing. I think I like just eating the way I normally would, which is not having a plan. And just so I can see specifically just the effect of doing the fasting will have. But anyway, I'll take clips throughout the day if I eat. So.
Oh wait, I got music in the background. I guess I'll get something.
Okay, so it's about 11 o'clock and I'm getting pretty hungry. I've had my coffee. I just ate a banana. Trey has gone to get some sushi, so I don't know if he's gonna get me my own roll, but I'll probably have some leftovers from that. And I'll just see, like, I'm feeling pretty hungry today, so I don't know. And I'm gonna have class tonight, so I won't be able to eat probably dinner at my normal time, so I don't know if I'll eat earlier in the day or what, but I'll just stop talking and post when I have my food.
Okay, so it's still Thursday and I had class today, so it's like way past my bedtime already, and I've still got an hour to drive back home. Oh, hold on. Sorry, some kids in my class were like standing there. But yeah, I ate 3 slices of pizza earlier and I had like a full roll of sushi, and what else? I had an apple, a banana. I feel like I ate more than that, but I guess that's all I ate. I'm pretty full. Oh shoot, I'm not sure where to go. Let me actually get my GPS on. Anyway, I guess I'm done here. I'm gonna go home, go to bed, and then yeah, tomorrow's a fasting day, and then so Friday, okay, and then I'll eat Saturday, and then Sunday will be a fasting day, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so it's Friday morning, the 15th of July, and it's 6:13, so I got to the gym pretty early because I got a lot of stuff to do today, and I need to get home and start work. But yeah, I ate a ton yesterday. After I got home from my class, it was like 11, and I just felt like I wanted to eat. Like I felt like I'm not gonna get to eat tomorrow. I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. And so I had made a roast for Trey like a few days ago, and he goes through cycles of where he eats the same thing like all the time, and then all of a sudden he won't be into it anymore. And that's the way he just got with roast and lamb. Like suddenly, day before yesterday, he's like, I think I'm just gonna eat sushi twice a day instead of the lamb and the roast. I'm gonna give the leftover lamb and roast to my mom, like what he hasn't cooked yet. And so yeah, so he had 2 bowls of roast that he wasn't going to eat, so I ate one of those, and I said, make some popcorn, you know, like you were eating like bags and bags of popcorn in front of me the night before, and I like wanted some, you know, on my fast day pretty badly. But I'm glad that he did. So he made some popcorn, we were sharing it, and I was like, okay, I'm really glad I ate this actually, because it's not as satisfying as I thought it would be, and so I don't think I'm gonna be craving it anymore, because I realized like it didn't taste as good as I thought it would. So yeah, I'm pretty full from yesterday, but it's showing on the scale, you know, but I'm still down from what I was a couple days ago, even after eating so much food yesterday. You know, because a couple days ago I was back up to 156, now I'm down to 155. But, you know, like overall, I just had expected, you know, more of a downward trend in weight loss, but so far it seems like it's just sitting, you know, going up and down around like 154, 155. It's just kind of like now going up and down. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see. Today's another fasting day. We'll see if my weight goes down, and if my inches go down this weekend. You know, I may try it for another month just to see what happens. And I've actually got a lot of purple carrot meals. I had another box come in yesterday, so maybe if I just stick to eating those meals and, you know, which would maybe be a little bit healthier than some of the stuff that I have been eating, I'll get it under control. But so I guess for me, for my body, when I'm eating an average of about 1,500, 1,600 calories a day per week, that's too much for me to lose weight. So, but we'll see what happens by this weekend or by Sunday. But yeah, I'm fasting today, so probably won't have too much to show. So I'll probably just check in with my weight tomorrow morning.
Okay, so it's like 6 o'clock and I made it through the day without eating. I just had a cup of coffee and my pre-workout this morning. But yeah, I'm gonna have a lot to talk about tomorrow, I think. But so we just got back from Walmart. Trey he's been craving snacks. Like, he goes through like hungry cycles like I do too. Like, sometimes he can't eat much at all and he has a ton of leftovers, and then other times he's just like hungry all the time and eats a lot. So he's on a eating cycle, and oh my gosh, he got so many snacks. Let me show you the snacks real quick. So I think we made the mistake of going to Walmart hungry, and apparently he was craving cookies. Like, we didn't realize till we checked out how many cookies he got. These are all cookies. And then we got a whole other bag of snacks for him here. And then I decided I wanted to have a little blowout this weekend. Oh, actually, these aren't mine. These are his. I got some hot Cheetos, and then I got this because I think these are really good. And these are really good as well. And both of these are vegan. So I'm not going to have it tonight, but I'm going to have that tomorrow.